Hey guys, Enigma here. I have a deck profile for you guys today. It's a Shaddoll deck with a Mekk-knight and a Invoked engine. So let's get started on the deck profile. There will be a few cards in different sleeves, but just ignore those. Those are just for being in other decks that I currently have. So first, 3 Schemata. I keep going between 3 and 2. It just depends on the version of the deck, but yeah. And then 3 Wendy. I am keep going on between 3 and 2 with this one as well. I think with this deck profile though, I have just enough room to have each of them at 3. So, and then I have the 1 Ariel for the 1 construct combo with her. I also have the 1 Falco. A lot of people cut Falco, especially since they have the Wendy. I like to at least just play 1. It's a Shaddoll deck that I played Shadolls when they were at their prime. It's fun playing it. So that's just my opinion. You don't have to have a Falco. Just put it in hand traps because I'm not playing any hand traps in this build. 2 Hedgehog gets you spells. Kind of, it's obvious why you play 2. 2 Shaddoll Dragon. A lot of people either play 1 or none of this. It's another Shaddoll name, and it does get rid of back row, especially since I'm not running any hand traps. This can interrupt, so it's not that bad. Play it 2. And then 2 Shaddoll Beasts for the last 2 Shaddolls. 3's bricky, 1 is not enough, in my opinion. So 2's fine. Next up, let's get these out of here. Next is the Mekk-knight. So 3 purple Nightfall, 2 blue sky, and then 1 indigo eclipse. I do have a Mekk-knight deck profile for you guys coming up here soon. I'm just waiting for some the new card that came in dual overload, so I can show you guys. Yeah, it's really simple Mekk-knight. If you ever played Mekk-knight Invoked, then that's the same lineup of Mekk-knights that you see. Next, 3 Alistair. And then with the Alistair, I'm going to go into spells here a little bit. 3 Meltdown, and I am playing 2 Invocations, and this one was just pulled from the Print Kids profile that I did the other day. Basically, I don't want to play 3 Invocation because I want to be seeing my other fusion spells first. And I know this one's searchable and recoverable. Something that caught me off guard was people playing more than 1 in the first place. But I can see why, since it is another poly. I feel like 3 is just going to end up bricking a little bit more, since you already have so many resources to get to the 1 card. So 2 is fine in my opinion. You don't need 3. 3 is just, if you're not playing Mekk-knights, I don't think 2 would be enough, but if you're playing Mekk-knights, 2 is fine. Next, 3 Shaddoll Fusion, 3 L Shaddoll Fusion, and then 2 Super Poly. I'm not really running any Super Poly targets. This is just for making everything a little easier, especially since the new format, Master Rule 5. A lot of people are going to be playing a lot of spam decks, and being able to take one of those dark monsters that they need, like a dark tuner that they have, especially if you're playing something like Raid Raptors, easily make something in the dark with a Shaddoll, interrupt your opponent with a one of your Shaddoll monster fusions. So it's not bad. I play the 1 Pot of Avarice. I mean, it's pot, so might as well play it. And then the 1 Terraforming for again, the meltdowns. I almost want to take it out, but yeah. Next, it's the traps. 1 Shaddoll Incarnation and 1 Core. I did have a version of this that I can show you if you don't have the Mekk-knights that I prefer. So, say you don't have the Mekk-knights and you don't want to do a Mekk-knight version. I have a few cards that you can take out. 2 damage jugglers, Trick Clown, and 2 evenly matched. Basically, my reasoning for these, the mounts are, a lot of people just play the one of Juggler and the one of Trick Clown. I feel that I just need that one more light, and Damage Juggler will get there. So this will be able to search the Trick Clown, and then the next one could be used for the discard if you need it in case. But really, it's just having the third light, because Mekk-knights are all light monsters. So having the amount of light monsters in this deck that Mekk-knights provides definitely helps out the deck, and I prefer them over the Perform Rage engine. And then 2 evenly matched because it is one of the better cards in the game right now, and just main decking it will be able to surprise your opponent, and you might be able to even win the first game if you're forced to go second. So yeah, and let's get on to the extra deck here, shall we? Now there is one card I do not have for this extra deck, and it is Cross Sheep. Only reason I'm not playing Cross Sheep is because I got this deck, but I did not see that card coming out, and it went to $15. I was not wanting to pay for a $15 rare, especially a deck that I was not going to be playing at locals relatively now, pretty much. It is gone down quite a bit, and I am going to pick it up as soon as I can. There's just other decks that I have my priority at right now, and I'm just not wanting to spend that much on a deck that I'm currently not playing as much of. But this is definitely one of my more favored decks that I want to get running as soon as I can, though. Yeah, just waiting for that one rare. And I would take out the Shaddoll construct for that one. But since the new master rule, we may not need it. So then Almirage, Alistair the Invoker, 1 Rajin, Purgatrio, 2 Mekaba, because you have the Mekk-knights in there. You have enough lights to be able to make this with the constructs in the extra deck. 2 Winda for the super poly target to be able to interrupt on your opponent's turn. Amazing to come out with. I play one of each art just because I feel like both arts are beautiful. I just want to be able to play both of them. 1 Epic Alone. I almost want to bump that up to 2, take something else out, but it's really just the once per turn that restricts it. So let's change that light a little bit there, make it a little easier. 1 Gristia. You still have the Almirage to go into from the Shaddolls and the Alistairs, so you have the ability to get into it. It's a nice card, especially with the Anonymous, Ananalit. You know what? I can't say that name. I just won't say it. The Water Shaddoll. Both of these have their own respective abilities that just make them broken on certain decks, and they just can't get over it. So that's why I play at least one of each. Especially since the Shaddoll Core can at least get into these. This can be, even if you're playing against Salomon Great, just a good matchup. And then finally, 3 constructs, 1 alternate art. Just because, again, I love the alternate arts of these El Shaddolls. Definitely respect that they got their own structure deck, and yeah, that's my deck profile, guys. Just taking consideration that this is still kind of a work in progress, especially since it's kind of unknown what this new format will bring, especially for all these older decks that have a lot of spamming abilities. Since no one's been at locals, a lot of things have been closed. You just don't know exactly what can happen without the links. So, yeah. If you guys have any suggestions on what I should do next, let me know. That's the deck profile, guys. Have a good one. Enigma out.